Alright, guys, welcome back to another review. Now, this review is Dishonored 2. Like I always like to tell everybody, this is opinion based. This is based off my thoughts, my opinions on what I think and everything. I go based off of three pros, three cons, and then kind of put a verdict on everything combined. Um, Please like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me your opinion. I know this is an older game from now, but I never got the chance to play it till then now. So, all in all, let's get this started. Let's start this with pros. First three pros I'm going to give you. The first one is variety of ways to tackle missions. Now, a lot of this is going to be comparing to the first one that Zion, calm down. Sorry, my son. Variety of ways to tackle missions. Now, a lot of this, like I said, is going to be um comparing the first one to this one because this, of course, is two. That means there's a sequel. With that said, so I'm gonna compare a lot of in this review of the first one. This pro is the same as the first one. If you watched my last review, I'm pretty sure I put this as in the first one. This is a good thing. I really like it. They still have that aspect. You have a lot of similarities as the first one, where you can tackle a mission like five different ways. You can go different way, go this way, go that way, do this, do that, do this. It's different every time. No matter what you how you play, I can play it, you can play it, and we both have a different aspect of what could happen and what happened in our story and how we did it. And it's nice. It's a nice feeling. I really love that freedom to kind of make your game your game. So, the second pro I'm going to give it is character's different playstyle. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, be honest with you guys. I beat this game, and if you've watched my playthrough on my stream and or on my YouTube channel, you may have heard me complain the fact because I did go back after beating the game. There's a new game plus where you can play as one or the other character again back through with all your runes and all everything that you gathered in the first game. You can go back and do that, which is perfectly fine. Well, when I went back, I tried out the girl because I played as Corvo. When I tried the girl, I was like, oh, okay, I try out. I complained because she played very much the same way as Corvo because she had all of Corvo's abilities and all of her abilities. So I'm like, what the hell? Why did I play Corvo? I could have just played her and had the same experience but better. Well, I researched into this because, of course, I wanted to make sure all my information was correct. I didn't want to be dumb, and I found out that no, that's only New Game Plus. When you play New Game Plus, you get both characters' abilities into one, which makes sense and is pretty cool. Great idea. Loving it. Love the idea if they did that. So, um, all in all, this I had to put it as a pro because now that I know that each character plays in a different aspect, that makes it so much better. Because now, if you play as Corvo, you're gonna play it a different way than if you play as Emily, his daughter. So whatever one you pick as a character, you could basically play in a different way, which is great. Loving the aspect of that. So the fact that you can play different characters is really cool. Um, my suggestion is this is just a tip if you do ever do play this and you've never played it before. If you've already played the one and you don't care to play the same character again, I would suggest playing um, Emily since she plays 100% different compared to Corvo. So all in all, it's a pro for me because I love how it kind of plays differently. I like that. Number three, this is basically a complete comparison of the first one. So the first one, stores were terrible. They didn't you you get thousands and thousands of dollars, and you'd have very little to use it for. Well, this one, the stores are improved dramatically. there are freaking every weapon, every item you can gather has upgrades that are at least, some of them have 2 to 3, some of them have 5 to 10. Like your bow has a crap ton, and I didn't even get all the blueprints. There's tons of blueprints that I missed. That means there's tons of more upgrades that I couldn't get because I didn't find them. This game had improved stores 100%. Plus, it wasn't at your main area, it was throughout the mission. So every mission, every chapter, there was one there, always there. This game did that where the stores were just, I loved them. I had to put this as a pro because it was a con in the first review. This one is definitely a pro. I love the fact that they improved the stores and made them feel like they were mattered and they didn't feel like, oh, I'll just keep buying fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, yay, just waste my money. This one, I actually felt like, okay, I want that. Yeah, that's great. Oh wow, that's cool. That's new. It's really good. So it's a very good improved stores. So all right. So the next thing is cons. The next things we're gonna go with is cons. Obviously, 3 cons. The first one is less ways to be non-lethal. Now, I don't remember putting this in as a con in the first one, but it is a big deal in this one. Um, I only did the non-lethal one because I had to play a little different. I wanted to play a unique way than normal, and because if you go, it's a little harder. It's a challenge when you're trying to do non-lethal because you want to try not to kill. I'm not a fan of the way some of these games in the world of doing this, where if you kill too many, you're bad morale, blah 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 blah. I get why they do it, but it's kind of annoying. It makes you like, especially when you like want to be the good guy and not the bad guy, and you because if you kill like crazy, you become the bad guy, but you're really killing bad guys. So why am I being bad if I'm killing bad guys? Like, I don't know. It's a morale thing that I don't really prefer in these type of games, and this game does it. So I try to be non-lethal, obviously. Well, there are very little options to be non-lethal. Ability-wise, um, weapons-wise, equipment-wise, it doesn't matter. There's so little amount of things that your character can obtain that helps being non-lethal. There are so many options to be lethal, but there's less being non-lethal. And it's kind of annoying. It kind of makes you kind of limited at what you can buy and what to take and all that. Like some of the abilities, there's an ability where you get to summon a horde of rats. Um, Obviously, the reason that is they can devour the people. Again, that's killing. That's lethal. That counts to be a bad side. Possession. Now, in the original one, I'm not sure how. In the original one, when you possess, I didn't try it in this one, so I'm not going to give that one. But if you did the possession in the original one on a human, the human would die at the end of the possession. So again, lethal. You killed them. What the hell? The wind blast. If you do it right, you would kill somebody, or you would alert them. So it's kind of a useless item. So it's just there's so many ways, and then item wise, there's grenades and bombs and traps that kill. Again, there's a stun mine for non-lethal. There's a sleeping bolt for non-lethal, but for the most part, the amount of non-lethal options is so little. It's kind of annoying, especially when one of the options to be is non-lethal. I don't know. It's just one of the things that kind of bugs me, especially when you're trying to be a non-lethal side. It almost makes you kind of limited to what you can do, while lethal side gives you a little more options. So the next con is same story, different area. Now the reason why I put this in this store in this is basically, if you played 1, the story of 1 is basically in 2. The only difference is the story in 1 is a different warlord or main guy. The first one, pretty much, people try to overturn you. You hunt them down. The group of people that help do that. Um, Same as this. Somebody overturns you. You hunt them down. You take down the people that helped you do it. Them do it. Pretty much, just a different area. There are aspects of it that kind of makes it a little more interesting, but for the most part, it's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. It's kind of annoying if you ask me, but hey, again, I'm not gonna judge people. I don't hate about it, but it's a small con. I'm not saying this hurts it to get it too much because the story's not terrible. It's pretty much the same thing, just a different area, different people. The next con is, again, this is a very small con, but it's just something I had to mention. Is Corvo is the same. Basically, he's the exact same person, same style, play style, everything as the first one. Now, I played as Corvo because my stream wanted me to play Corvo, which is fine. I had no problem. I didn't care which one I played. But he played 100% the same as the first one. 100%. He didn't play any different. He may have had a little different upgrades to his abilities and stuff like that made it be a little different. But for the most part, he played 100% the same. And it was kind of annoying, if you ask me, because I really wish they put a little more effort into it. I think they mainly wanted people to play as what's her name? Emily. I think the real benefit thing they wanted was Emily. Let's play Emily. Let's put all our focus on Emily because we want everybody to play as Emily. Which again is fine, but I really wish they put their focus on mostly on her, but put a little more effort into Corvo, so those people that actually played Corvo would make you go, oh, okay. Like, maybe add a different ability or two, or something like that, to make him feel a little different, or be like, oh, that's cool, he's new, he's got this new ability, cool. No, they're the same. He still has the same abilities that he did. The dark vision, the possession, the wind gust, the teleport, all of it. All of it is the same as the first one. And his upgrades to the character is the same. His passive effects, same thing. So it kind of just not a good feeling, if you know what I mean. That's the biggest thing. Again, it's not like I hate the game. It's not like I hate the situation. It's just one of those small little tidbits I had to mention into this. With that said, guys, this game I'm going to give for a verdict a 9 out of 10. Now, I gave the first one an 8 out of 10. This game, I had to give it a little better because the game still played pretty much was 1 but improved. It's basically 1 with about a different story, with a different characters, different area story, but improved. 1, you get a new character. 2, the main character, Corvo, talks. So not only do you have a character that is a badass, but he talks. So now you get to listen to him in his berating of things, or talking about something, or expressing his emotions about what's going on in the area, what's happening at the time. Feels amazing. The game basically did everything 1 did, but better. I really enjoyed the game. I had a great time. There are small things that I really wish they improved on. Corvo, the story a little bit, and a little bit on more options on the non-lethal, but nothing that made me go, this game is terrible. That was basically minor in my book. All in all, I had a great time with it. If you've never ever played Dishonored 1 or 2, I highly suggest playing both of these. Now, you can play this one without playing one. The problem is you will be a little lost. There are a lot of things in the first one that is mentioned. Obviously, this is a direct after. It's like, I want to say 15 years after the first one. So again, if you do not play the first one, you're gonna be a little lost of what happened in there. But you could play it and be like, oh, okay, you'll not know. It won't matter. But it'll kind of like help piece everything together if you did play it. All in all, this game, I highly, highly suggest playing this game. 100%. I suggest 100% to play this game. Enjoy this game if you haven't. All in all, guys, like I said, this is all my opinion. Please tell me what you think, what your thoughts, what your opinion about the game is. Please do share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you want to see more, come to the channel for Twitch at midnight 5200 and get to enjoy all the games we get to play and chit chat, have a fun time. Thank you guys, and the next time we'll have some fun. Later.